This is the Elegan H frame. This is the carton that you will receive. This normally comes by truck. So when you get it, you need to inspect the box for damages, make sure there are no holes or anything, and then you can open it up and lay everything out on the floor separately. As you'll notice in this product, we have a large orange tag. That depicts where the hardware is. So anytime you're looking for the hardware, you want to look for that orange flag instead of throwing it out. I'd like to do a two-person lift, bending with your knees. Bring it back, stand it on the end carefully. You're going to loosen the two knobs, loosen up to where you know they're loose. And then you're going to gently lower the base carefully until the wheels touch the ground. Lean it back a little bit and then tighten it up. This is going to be the first and most critical part. After you set it up, there are going to be two locking knobs on the back. These are going to be loosened all the way to the back so as to allow you to put the canvas masks in. If my assistant could hand me the masks. No wood is perfect, so when you put these down, you'd like to make sure that each of them slide in easily and all the way to the base. If they were to bind a little, you could try switching them because they're both the same. This one's binding a little, so we're actually going to take it out and switch it. Because again, as no wood is perfect, we find out that now this one works really well, and by switching it, you find out that much better. To raise these and lock them, again, you'll lift these up and then just tighten the mast in whatever position you'd like. It's a very simple step. Gently with low speed, not a lot of torque, line up the screw. Once you get the first one started, then you can actually get all the other screws in very easily. But it's helpful to start the first screw, start them in, and just gently tighten them with the electric drill till they're tight. If you over tighten them, you will break the screws. Then you can go back to the first one, back it out to take the pressure, and then reinsert it. So now there's no torque. Then you have the last screw, which is on the bottom. And then you're going to want to take a crescent wrench, which I didn't bring, and you're going to want to put the crank in place. That's literally just putting the crank on here, and then tightening in place with a crescent wrench. The next step is to take the frame carefully, because there's a little bit of weight here, raise it up to a comfortable height, and then tighten the knob on the left and right side of the easel. This is a friction tightening that is only supported when there's not a lot of load on it. Once that's done, you're going to take the winch rope. By loosening this, you will take and unwind it. If you don't want it to click, this knob here can be moved to neutral. And you can pull it out again, watching not to hurt yourself. You're going to take it and run it through the first pulley. Then through the second pulley, just like the picture and the instructions say, and then you're going to tie a knot in the third, which is just a simple double slip knot or whatever knot you're comfortable with. At that point, you're going to want to crank the rope back up until the winch is slightly snug. We're going to lock it in place so it can't move. At this point, you can now loosen these two knobs carefully, holding one hand just in case it falls a little. Once they're loose, you'll notice by cranking this up or down, I can lower or raise the mast assembly. By letting it go, it'll lock in place. This is the time you're going to put our custom tray, which has another lock in place. Raise it up after loosening and position it over the slides so it'll slide down. If it doesn't slide down, it means that's not loose enough and you merely have to loosen it to whatever comfort height. This can be locked in place here, or what most people do is lower it all the way down to the tray. Once it's on the tray, you're now able to crank and raise it up by adjusting the lever with a little effort. Lock that. You can lock it on the side and here if you wish. One last step is to put the masts on, the top canvas holder masts, which will be this one for the middle painting tray. Again, same knobs here, you'll loosen them. And this will slide over the two masts. Tighten them just snugly. And this will allow it to go to this height, or to raise it up narrower, you'll just literally adjust this to your canvas height. And that whole assembly took about 3 minutes with 2 people.